Hi, good afternoon from wherever you are listening in. This is Daminder from Aussizz Canningville with my colleague Bobby Patel. Today we're going to highlight some things on employer-sponsored visa. That's a very popular hot topic. We want to demystify any confusion that you have, and we are going to go into straight to what the requirements for the 482 employer-sponsored visas are.
Yeah.
Womack, tell me.
Hi guys. So we have been having a lot of inquiries about this employer-sponsored visa called 482 TSS, the temporary short skill visa. People are asking that they want to apply for the 482 visa and they've got the experience and they are currently working in the field. Well, that is great. That is one part of the requirement. However, they are missing the most fundamental process is that they must have an employer who is willing to sponsor them in their nominated occupation, and the employer must go through the two first step of the process before he apply for the visa applicant.
Which is?
So the first step is to go through the standard business sponsorship,
Which is what everybody calls SPS.
Exactly.
Yes.
So in the standard business sponsorship, the employer has to prove that he has been operating the business in Australia and he has been operating in the lawful manner with all the required documents.
Okay. So that's a mandatory requirement. They get checked out. You know everything else about them. It's clear.
Yes.
Seemingly it takes 1-2 months processing time.
The processing time of the sponsorship is about 3 to 4 weeks maximum.
Next step.
And the next step is the nomination,
where
the employer has to nominate the person for the required position.
Okay.
And they have to go through the labor market testing process, where they have to prove to the department that they have got they've used all the resources in place to look for the local Australian to fill the position, but they did not find any. Therefore, they have processed the nomination of a person who is overseas worker and currently in Australia or overseas, and if in Australia, then a temporary visa holder is also one of the applicant.
Okay, so labor market testing, LMT for short, is basically you've got to advertise a certain period of time, usually for about a month. You've got to show that you've exhausted all opportunities to find a local employee, hence why that's an important consideration. A lot to go into, but we don't want to cover that just yet. After that, labor market is approved, everything else is good. Then we talk about the visa.
Then the last part is the visa application, where the visa applicant needs to meet the requirement of the visa application, which is a minimum qualification for that particular nominated occupation and minimum work experience to meet the minimum prerequisite of the 482 visa.
Should be pretty straightforward, but also
very much. But it's just that people had the confusion that they can apply for the 482 visa even though they don't have the employer. No, that is not the case. You must have an employer who is willing to sponsor you, and then only we can process the visa. Otherwise, we cannot process the employer-sponsored visa called a 482.
Okay.
So guys, to have a more clear understanding about this 482 visa process, you can refer this video. At the same time, you can book a meeting with one of our consultants at Aussizz Group WA offices, and we are all here to help you and give you more clear information.
To tune in, let us know. We're more than happy to share all that information that you need about the employer-sponsored visa. Take care.